Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. Look, if you have good income, but you just have a high debt to income ratio, and you may not have the best credit, I'm going to show you some of the lenders that you should take a look at. All right. So, when you look for a personal loan, the first one I would say is look at Universal Credit. Now, here's the thing about it. Universal Credit is associated with Upstart. However, Universal Credit, they have a DTI, debt to income ratio, up to 75%. Okay. Now, the reason that this is important is because you may have a perfect credit score with your bank. Okay. But because you have so much credit open, your debt to income ratio would be over 50, 55%. So your banks don't want to work with you. So that's when you have to look for companies like Universal Credit. Now, here's the thing about it. You can see they go up to 50,000, but you're able to do a pre-approval. So that way you don't get the hard pull on the credit. All right. So this is the first one. Then you have Best Egg. Now, the interesting thing about Best Egg, again, of course, you can do the pre approval, but the thing about it is that if you have a lower credit score and a high DTI, like Best Egg has been known to work with people with a averaging about a 640, 650 credit score, but you have good income. Okay. And so the thing about it is their loans go up to 50,000 as well. Now, the interesting thing about Best Egg is that they also have a equity loan for cars. See their vehicle equity loan? So they also offer the vehicle equity loans too. So you may have a car that's paid off but it has equity in it. They will offer you a loan against that car also. So this is also a lender that a lot of people have had success with. All right, I don't talk about them much, but there are people that really have had good success with them. Now, please keep in mind is that with these here type of lenders, the interest rates is definitely taxing. Okay, the interest rates more likely going to be much higher. All right. Now, even though they said next lender you're going to be looking at is Max Personal Loans, and as you can see here, they go from 2,600 up to 50,000. Okay, guarantee instant approval, quick loans, poor credit and no credit accepted. Now, the reason they're able to set is because they are a tribal lender. Okay, so they're not regulated by the federal government. So their interest rates is definitely going to be much higher than your traditional bank or credit union. And here's the states that they actually operate in. So if you're looking for them, make sure that you're in one of these states before you go for approval. Okay. So that way you're not guessing on if they're going to work with you or not. Now, here's the thing about it. Yes, you can pre qualify. The thing about it, they do use the third party credit bureaus, just like with some of these other lenders, like with Teletrack, which is owned by Equifax. Okay. Teletrack, they also may use like Clarity, which is owned by Experian. Okay. So just to give you some insight in terms of who they may use. Now, again, I always tell you guys, look, before you go after these high interest rate loans, make sure that you go to your HR department and you request this form. This is a W-4 form. This is going to stop them from taking federal income taxes out of your check. Okay. And so you'll bring home a bigger check. Now, could that mean you may get a smaller income tax check return? Yeah, possibly. But at the same time, if you need money now and you're already in debt, this may be an opportunity to help you get out of debt by them stop taking federal taxes from you, and you can use that money to pay down some of your debts. You do have PenFed Credit Union, right? And so we talk about them a lot. And again, here's the great thing about PenFed is that they don't require documentation once you become a member and stuff like that. Now, I would tell you what most people don't do. They don't open up a checking account with PenFed. That's a secret That's a very good secret that most people don't know about. If you open up, they charge $5 to open up the savings account, but if you open up the checking account too, then they know that you are trying to lock in with them. You're trying to build a long term relationship, and it makes it much easier. But like I said, for most people, when they go to PenFed, they can get the loan because usually with PenFed, I have seen people with a 620 credit score. Now, on the loan, just keep in mind they are a FICO 9, but just keep in mind they pull Experian for the loan. Now, here's the thing about it. They pull Experian for the loan. However, I would also go after PenFed 0% for 15 months credit card. Okay, that's the gold credit card. All right, this here gold credit card, this is the credit card I'll go after because it gives you 0% for 15 months on purchases and balance transfers. Especially if you're trying to get out of credit card debt, this is the credit card you want to go after. So this is one of the things that I would definitely leverage with PenFed. Another credit union you may want to take in consideration, they're non-geo restricted, is Connector Credit Union. The reason is, as you can see here, they offer the personal loans from 1,000 up to 100,000, right? And so they use Experian FICO 9. Again, we love those type of banks that use FICO 9 or Vantage Score is because you can have the authorized users and rental payments. Another personal loan lender that I would definitely tell you to look at that's a low hanging fruit is Wells Fargo. And here's the thing about it with Wells Fargo that a lot of people are not aware of. They offer the loans from 3,000 up to 100,000. But the kicker is they are a FICO 9. They're one of the easiest credit scoring. They use one of the easiest credit scoring systems in the market. Okay? Because again, granted, they are a major bank. But because they are FICO 9, it usually would pull Experian for the personal loans. Okay? So those utilities and rental payments, they're okay with it. They're okay with it to help you build up the credit. So I would definitely tell you if you're looking for a personal loan, I would not leave this off of the chopping block. And you can do a pre approval to see if you actually qualify. All right. So without a hard pull on the credit. Now, here's one thing that I must add that because Wells Fargo is a major bank, their DTI is usually going to hover around maybe about a 55 to 60% in order to determine if they want to qualify you. Okay, so that's the reason you want to do the pre approval. All right, but this is one that you definitely don't want to sleep on. And in reference to if you can't get their personal loan, here's another option for you with Wells. You can look at getting one of their 0% credit cards. Now, again, I made a video and I was explaining this. I would take advantage of qualifying for the personal loan and then at the same time getting one of these 0% interest credit cards.